Hey guys, how's it going? It's GGCubing, and today we're going to talk about how to become sub 20. So this is definitely a question asked a lot in the cubing community, and I felt like I would give my best attempt to answer it. I am sub 20, I'm about 16 seconds solver, so yeah, I can do my best to answer that question. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a solve that's not sub 20. I'm going to give you techniques and ways to improve that solve, and then I'll post a solve that's sub 20, so basically just a standard solve for me, and show you how it's improved. So let's roll the clip of the not sub 20 solve. Alright, so after watching that solve, you might have thought to yourself, it wasn't terrible, but it was not sub 20. So the first thing I'd like to mention is the cross and inspection. In inspection, you've got a full 15 minutes. You should really start around 12 though. So let's say you have about 12 seconds of inspection. Of actual inspecting time. So use it all. Maybe not all of it, but you should use as much as possible. I want at sub 20 you should be able to plan out your cross, if not all of it, most of it. Okay, so for example, if I just like scramble this up here, and we're gonna hunt for our cross. Let's just do white. I can do white and yellow, but let's just do white for now. I see this piece is here, it's not in the right spot. This piece needs to be flipped. So what I can do, so I already put this in the right position. This one's not in the right position yet, so I can do D2, L, prime, and then put it in the right position, and bring this down. Spawning my first pair, actually. So, yeah. Just find a good cross. It should only take 8 moves or less, really. That one maybe wasn't 8 moves, but I was just trying to prove a point that you can always find a decent cross in your inspection time. Next thing to mention is F2L. That F2L you saw in that solve was very, very choppy, but it was okay. The F2L itself was fine. The only problem with it is that it was really, really choppy. For example, if I see this pair, I see it needs to go back here. So, or I see this pair, but let's do this one, pretending we didn't see the back one. So let's do the pair, we separate them, maybe rotate, and then insert them. But as we're doing that, we're trying to track other pairs, like I see this one. But if you don't do that during your F2L, it can be really, really choppy, especially if you do rotating like that. That's just going to make it worse. If you really can't find a pair, even after F2L, or your F2L pair, just dig a back slot out, like you can dig that one. Okay, I see this pair now. So yeah, that's something to mention. What you should really be able to do, especially by now, if you're averaging sub 25 for sure, be able to see an F2L case. You should know all of your F2L cases, just intuitively even. That's what I did. And then see it like I see these two, close your eyes, like I have a, okay, I'm closing my eyes right now, and execute that F2L case. And there it is. Alright, yeah, that's really important. Also, another thing to mention about F2L is to turn slower. That way you can look ahead. So, let's do this pair right here. These two. I'll do this pair, and I'm going to track these two. Alright, and I can actually just jump straight into them because I tracked them. Alright, and then I can insert and, move on to my last layer or whatever, So, that brings me to my next point. But to summarize F2L, keep it less choppy, and of course, slow down, look ahead, and work on your F2L blindfolded. maybe not F2L blindfolded. You're not actually going to do this during the solve, but its point or its purpose is to show you that you don't need to focus on the pair you're working on. You can look for other pieces instead and track them. Alright, so let's talk about last layer, for example. You don't need full OLL. That's just a straight up thing. I didn't learn full OLL till sub 18. I just wanted to get it out of the way. I don't even need it though. I'd still be averaging maybe a second slower. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. Full PLL though, I recommend. It's only 21 algorithms. They're really, really easy, especially except for the cheat rooms. But otherwise, they're really, really nice. And some of them can teach you OLLs. So yeah. So for this one, I know this one. It's really, really easy. But maybe if you have maybe like a case, like I don't know. Oh, that one's easy too. Maybe like this. This one's actually really easy, but let's say you don't know it, you can just do your algorithm to bring you to a cross case and execute that alg. You should know full PLL by now, and recognition should be okay. So this right here, I see headlights and a bar back here, or if I didn't see the bar, I see these two pieces need to swap, I instantly know it's an R-perm. And instead of rotating and lining it up, use AUF. I use AUF all the time. What AUF is what's it stand for? I think it means it's something U layer, but it's like correcting the U layer after you've done your alg. So I'll move it like this instead of rotating. Do my R-perm, and yeah, this is what the R-perm would give you, and then you do a U. That's the AUF. Alright, so recognition is the key. You should be able to recognize all PLL from 2 angles at least. If you have it like that, start working on 1 angle. I mean, 2 angles is pretty good. Yeah. And just recognize it like that. Like, for example, A-perm. Know where you want to do your A-perm from. So I see the opposite here. It means I could just go right into it. So that's all I really want to talk about for this video. And now let's roll the video of me doing a sub 20 solve so I can show you how it affects. Alright, from that solve, we saw a nice cross inspection. I even looked for my first pair a little bit, just to get the general idea. I turned a bit slower on my F2L. It was a lot less choppy. It was somewhat choppy, but it was a lot less choppy, so I can have efficient F2L. Last layer was good. If you see an easy OLL, and you know it, just do it. If not, just do your 2-look. PLL, good at recognition. I didn't rotate. I only rotated because it was part of the algorithm. So yeah, in summary, use your inspection wisely. You have 12 seconds of actual inspection time. Use it. Cross, part of inspection. Blend the whole cross out, if not most of it. F2L, turn a bit slower. Keep it not choppy. Keep it smooth and efficient. Last layer, 2-look OLL is fine. If you have an easy case, do it. PLL, work on recognition. Alright guys, that's about it. I'll see you later. By the way, this is pre-recorded. I'm in LA right now. I'm actually in Disneyland. So I'll see you guys later. And peace out. Have a good one.